Check this out. This is a screen rotating bracket that actually gets installed on your main screen right here. I got this from Tessery, and let me show you how it works, how to put it in, and how you can get your own. So it comes with some pretty basic instructions. Comes with whatever this is. And of course, then it comes with all the physical parts itself. This kit comes with all the tools, components, and parts you need to make that screen swivel, including the main support piece, which is actually made out of metal. First thing you want to do is pull out this part right here by inserting this tool in that little crack there. You want to unplug that wire harness right there. Then you want to pull out those two bolts with this wrench right here. Once those two bolts are out, you should be able just to wiggle the screen out. I actually had to pull it towards me, but yeah, anyways, that's what that looks like. Then you want to use this guy here to pull out those screws on either side. Once that's done, you're going to want to kind of move this little plastic holder here to the side and then unplug this main wire here. Once that's done, this part will be loose. Slide that up and then get this little white clip out of the way. Once that's done, you can unplug this main plug-in here. So in this clip here, there's that little thingy right there. It's a little clip, it's kind of hard to see. You want to push that in with the screwdriver so it unplugs from right there. Now we get into the fun part, actually putting the kit in. So this part here slides right in there, just like that. And then we're going to use the two original bolts we pulled out and install them right there and right there. This next part gets a little tricky. For the bottom part of the housing, you want to feed it through the wire down there. And then for the top part, you kind of have to fish it around the swivel mount there. And then just leave it in place just like that for now. Here's a bit of a closer look just to see where it's temporarily placed. This part's a bit challenging, so make sure you pay attention. So there's this piece here that has screw holes that are intentionally misaligned. What you want to do is put this right on top of this one here to match up with this hole. And this other one kind of goes behind this one here. Once it's in, you should have something that looks like that. And then we're going to go ahead and clip this large piece into here. That'll end up looking something like this. There's actually some clips on the bottom, so just make sure when you push this top part in, the clips down there are aligned as well. If you make a mistake, that's okay. You can always pull this out, line it up, and push it in once again. And then of course, make sure your wires are still fed through. Now that you have something looking like this, we can go ahead and put the screen back in. So you can go ahead and plug this back in, and don't forget your clip. Once that's done, this cover will slide back over here, and you can fasten it with the factory bolts. Now that the bolts are back in on either side, we can lift this up and put it on the mount. This is just so you can see how it kind of lines up and it goes in like that. Once that's done, you're going to want to take these screws and mount them right here and right here. Once that's done, you'll have something that kind of looks like this. You want to go ahead and take the original factory sensor here. We're going to remove that and put on the new one. Once that's done, you'll have the factory part, your two screws, and this little sensor right here. We're going to go ahead and attach this guy to this guy. Once that's done, you'll have something like this. So from the very beginning of the video, we ended up taking that wire right there and unplugging it. We're going to plug that back into here. Once that's done, it'll look like this, and all we have to do is put this inside of there. I'm not going to lie, the worst part about this install was getting that thing in. So when you're all said and done, you should have a screen that does all these various different movements. Side to side, up and down. You can have it facing you, just like the Model S and the Model X. I have a link in my bio so you can get your very own with your very own discount code.